The Sortino ratio and the Sharpe ratio are both risk-adjusted performance measures used to evaluate the return of an investment or portfolio relative to the risk taken. While one is not necessarily better than the other, they serve slightly different purposes and have their own strengths and weaknesses. The choice between them depends on the specific objectives and preferences of the investor. Here are some reasons why the Sortino ratio might be considered better than the Sharpe ratio in certain situations. 1. Focus on downside risk. The primary difference between the two ratios is that the Sortino ratio focuses on downside risk, while the Sharpe ratio considers total volatility. This means the Sortino ratio penalizes investments more for negative returns or downside volatility, which can be particularly relevant for risk-averse investors who are primarily concerned about losses. 2. More relevant for asymmetric returns. If the investment has asymmetric returns with large potential gains and limited potential losses, the Sharpe ratio may not accurately reflect the risk and reward trade-off. In such cases, the Sortino ratio provides a better assessment by focusing on the downside deviation from the expected return. 3. Tailored for certain strategies, the Sortino ratio is well suited for strategies or portfolios that aim to limit downside risk. For instance, hedge funds and other absolute return strategies often prioritize capital preservation, and the Sortino ratio can be a better fit for evaluating their performance. However, it's important to note that neither ratio is inherently better than the other. The choice between the Sortino ratio and the Sharpe ratio depends on your specific investment goals, risk tolerance, and the characteristics of the investment or portfolio you are analyzing. Moreover, it's often useful to consider both ratios along with other performance metrics to gain a more comprehensive understanding of an investment's risk-adjusted performance. Additionally, both ratios have limitations and should be used in conjunction with other analysis tools and a thorough understanding of the underlying investment strategy and risk profile.